Hello, my name is Joe, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where I'm here on Planetbase, and I'm doing the Dark Moon Challenge, as I'm trying to recruit 300 colonists to come to my Dark Moon and work for Planetbase Corporation. I have 70 days to get 300, or, in order to get the achievement, or I could just get 300 in whatever amount of time I need to actually complete the challenge itself. I'd like to get the achievement. Right now, we have a lot of people around the base that are unhappy, and nothing turns a frown upside down like alcohol. I've tried to entertain them by, as a stopgap measure, putting up a few screens for entertainment, but there are more people that can be entertained that way. Also, we're having problems where people are thirsty, so we're having dehydration issues. The amount of water fountains we have is not keeping up with our population, so we plan to deploy more of those. Oh, look at this. And apparently we don't have enough seating either. You see this poor fellow eating his food here, just sitting on the floor. Well, you know what? We had been working to finally expand bioplastic production, and today is that day. I like to build big. Big and crazy. Let's put in some entertainment here too, if we can. Okay, it's saying no to this one. Well, that's okay. Since we have surplus bioplastics, oh, here, let's shut that down. This should provide all the hydration we need, at least I hope. Okay, so this is a large bar, and I'm also going to join a smaller medium bar to it. Actually, you know what? Before this connection goes in place, we'll want to make this one as well. All right, get busy, guys. Tear that stuff up. We've been suffering with material shortages for a long time, so this is actually particularly satisfying watching them just go to town and put this thing together in record time. Now, a few small changes. Now that we have all those meal makers, these need to go. And I will show you why. For one thing, we need more seating. So the idea here is that this is basically a vendomat. Everybody comes and gets their meals there, and then comes and sits and eats them here. Whoops, let's make sure these are good people and not anyone bad. All right. I have a new engineer, and we can definitely use his help. Okay, let's see. Whoops, it's telling me no, so let's recycle this fountain because we want to get these new tables in. All right, these are also taking up space. This smaller canteen just doesn't have a lot of room. Wow, they won't even fit with the screens here. Alright, we'll take the screens down if we have to. The priority is getting the seating in here. Now, can I put a screen back? Yes. Isn't that weird? I mean, while the screen was there, I couldn't put down the table. But I can at least put one of the screens back once the table placement is complete. This one won't go back, but that one did. Oh, and I can squeeze one over here too. Now the screens overlap, but Planetbase doesn't care. Speaking of density, let's see, what else can we cram in here? Can we cram in anything else? I'm just looking to see if there's any place I could stuff some happy plants. Everybody likes the happy plant. Okay. Not even one more screen. Alright, just checking to be sure. Now we should have plenty of seating for everyone, and there's also plenty of food. There's more meal makers than there are tables, so people should be able to grab their food, wolf it down, and get out, and there's always plenty more food for other colonists. And the meal makers take time in order to process their meals, but this way we should always have a meal maker someplace in this whole arcade full of food that has a meal ready for one of our colonists. At least that's the idea. Ooh, it's good to see all those bioplastic processors going. Okay, we want our colonists to be happy. Okay, good. We took care of another traumatic injury there. Oh, but here comes another one. It seems like there's never an end to the amount of workers that need medical attention. So we're doing what we can to continually produce medical supplies so we can see to their needs. This is annoying. I want to be able to expand here, but this is really in the way. So here we can do a little Planetbase trick and start shimming it down. Say, well, I was thinking of building something there, and so Planetbase accommodates me and makes things move. But I'm like, no, I changed my mind. How about if I put it over here? And maybe if I were to make one of these, and then I cut right through, yoink. Oh, but I changed my mind. How about, let's put it over here. Basically, you're just finding ways to run it through things in order to get this down. Whoops, we have to keep an eye on the ship. See if good people or bad get off of it. All right, engineers. You know what? Let's change our landing permissions. Now we have a few engineers. Well, no, I take that back. We only have 11. I want to be able to put up a robotics bay, so we're going to need more engineers. And then see if I were to queue up like a large building and just stomp it all flat. And see, we can keep doing that and actually get rid of this entire mound here. All it takes is a little patience and a little finagling, and we can make it all go away. You know what, here, I'll put that there and pretend like we're going to connect it. Now this frustrates the colonists, maybe just a little, because they think that constructions have been queued up and they'll be grabbing materials and running them out there trying to initiate construction projects, but I'm just basically using Planetbase's mechanic here in order to, like I said, cut through this and trim it down. Whoa! The meteorites are reminding us, hey Joe, have you thought of meteorite defenses? Like, you know, now that you mention it, maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe. There we go. Now that these are put together, I can go ahead and connect them. I didn't want to connect them first because then wouldn't be able to get this connection. Let's power this down. This is going to be the most popular thing, and we are going to make everybody happy once that goes online. Everybody loves the spacebar. You don't have to use an oxygen generator. It's just, in this case, I find it very useful. Matter of fact, here, let's use a couple of them. In order to connect or pretend to connect a new object, it has to be connected to something else. See how I can just move these around and say, oh, I want it to go here. Thanks, Meteorite. Meteorite's like, don't forget about me, Joe. I'm like, I have not forgotten about you. I promise. Ooh, here we go, right through it. Yoink. And then the last little piece I bet we can get right now. Oh, come on, I can't get that? There we go, perfect. And what's left, well, I don't think it can do anything to us. So, say if I were to put that there, and now it's gone. So as you can see, now we have this wide open area for construction, and we were able to get rid of that little outcropping of crud. Now then, let's see. So we need a robotics bay, and we can put it right here. There we go, we can make another connection here. I like connections. The more connections we have, the better in case we get hit by something. Don't worry, you're only sad for now. Soon that spacebar will go up, and then everyone will be happy. After all, we're building up a supply of vegetables so that we can feed that bar. Okay, another engineer. I was getting a little nervous for a moment there. We're getting to the point where our installation is popular enough that I'm guessing we might have someone unpleasant come by and visit us. Okay, this canteen can't take anything else, right? Just making sure. Not even a happy plant? Come on. Oh well. So this should get us by for now. We got by for a long time with just the one little canteen, but by working together, the usefulness of the canteen has been extended by quite a bit. So. Shoot, before the robotics facility can be made, oh yeah, We'll need semiconductors. Well, we have some. We need more. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up time here. I'm just keeping an eye in case a ship lands. I'm hoping that we can get ahead of all these traumatic injuries so that we can have all of our workers actually working again rather than loafing about. It's like, oh, I'm injured. Okay, good. Another engineer. Want to make sure. Come on, medics, get on those workstations. Treat those patients. Well, once you make some medical supplies. On the plus side, it looks like our lab services are keeping up with things. We're using up all the medicinal plants as they're being produced. It's just there's quite a demand for services. Although on the plus side, I don't see very many traumatic injuries. Before there were quite a few of them, and I was very worried about that. Ah, good. Our robotics facility is up. Let's start small. We need a bot workshop. And bot auto repair. Oh, and here, let's go ahead and power up the facility. Let's also make a connection here. Now, all the other connections are in place. I'm always careful about the order that I make the connections because I've seen colonists and robots do extremely stupid things like wall themselves up by, say, they'll put this connection here, but they're standing on the other side, so try to do one connection at a time to just avoid Planetbase stupidity. And I remember I'm like, wow, my colony is doing great, everybody's working, and then all of a sudden I hear ugh, and I'm like thinking, how could a colonist die? There's no dangers, there's no threats, I've made sure everyone's safe, fed, has plenty of water, and there's some astronaut laying face down in the dirt, walled up inside the complex. I'm like, oh, face palm, I have to keep track of these guys. Wow, we are doing okay for spare parts. You know what? This thing has probably been consuming too many supplies. Let's go ahead and power it down. We'll be all right for spares for a while. I wasn't paying attention. We really got ahead there. It's impressive that many were built by one workshop. Now, if I could only get that level of productivity out of the semiconductor foundries, it seems like they take forever to make semiconductors. Maybe it just seems that way, but... Okay, is that an engineer, I hope? Yes. Excellent. Okay, we'll start out with carry bots. And we're probably going to need to put up another processing plant just for metal, as it is. Ah, good, more engineers. Okay, here's the point where we finally change. We've made sure that we do have plenty of engineers, so we've got lots of people to work robotics, to be able to work the foundries, and to repair things around the base. So, you know what? Why don't we... We'll just kind of make it a grab bag at this point. We have our basic personnel that we need. Now we just want to get more of everything. Okay, we're just missing 1 unit of metal, and we could build our first bot. Oh, and that's probably it right now. Let me guess. Carrying to bot workshop. Excellent. The bot will help by zipping around the base and carrying various different items that need to go, well, wherever they need to go. Okay, I still see some unhappy colonists here and there. And we're going to help them out. Oh, whoops. I can only do the structure that I'm currently in. I have to remember. We'll start out small. I'm hoping that this will give our colony a bit of a kick in the pants as we become more popular. Oh, and we probably need more metal for power, would be my guess. Let's see. I'm just leery of bringing too many services online simultaneously and then finding out the hard way that we don't have enough power for it. Although we're almost halfway through the night and I see some very well-filled power collectors, so maybe we're okay. Come on, get us that carry bot. Okay, the drinks machine is now taking various different vegetables and turning them into alcohol. And as soon as that starts happening, everybody with a sad face is going to start populating the bar here. Okay, this guy's going to hopefully make our first robot here pretty soon. Guess he's just like massaging the robot. It's like, here, let me put this here. Whoops, I hear a ship arriving. I want to make sure that these aren't bad people. Ah, we win a medic. Yeah, we're always out of medical supplies. Okay, here we go. See, people with frowns? Well, they turn them upside down here in the spacebar. Basically, drink till you're not sad. Whoa, and that didn't take long. You know, I can kind of relate. I think I'll give it a try myself. Good stuff. Nope, everybody likes going to the spacebar. We'll expand this here in a bit, just to ensure that there's plenty of libations for everyone. Whoops, I see some more injuries. Hopefully we can finally get ahead of these. Okay. Have a couple more medical supplies that are in process. Did we give up on our little robot? I guess so. We have all these engineers. Can't you tag someone else in to come and work on this? Oh, maybe you did. Ah, good, good, good. This is what I wanted to see. I knew that we had more engineers, so I wanted work to continue in the bot workshop until we get our robot. We're going to need more of them. Speaking of which, you know what? Even more semiconductors, please. After all, we have the engineering staff to support it. It's just a matter of cranking this stuff out. We are, however, going to need a processing plant to be able to turn more ore into metal ingots. So that's actually the next thing on my mind. But before we do that, we've been increasing the amount of personnel on the base, but what we haven't been increasing is our berthing space. So let's go ahead and finally correct that. Whoops. Okay, we can at least get a couple more bunk beds in there. And over here, what I was thinking, I want to ensure that there's plenty of oxygen where we have high traffic areas. This is an attack. We don't have any defenses against these guys. They're all armed. Everybody inside the complex. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the airlocks. So the only one we're leaving open is over here. Let's see, do we have anyone else out there? Well, we have personnel in the mines, but you know what? They can stay there. The yellow alert will keep all of our personnel inside. These guys are going to try each airlock until they get in. Alright, all the airlocks are closed. So I'll shut off the alert. The workers in the mines can continue to work there. Whoops, uh-oh. You know what? Let's open up an airlock for him. After all, he's one of ours. Whoops. Oh, but he's coming to this airlock. There we go. We can let in our worker. That was our worker, I hope. Yes. Meanwhile, the airlocks remain closed to the hostile attackers. They say that they're visitors, but once they come inside, they'll be hostile. After all, we are closed to visitors, so these can't be visitors. They're here to kill us, so they could just sit out there and die, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, guys, you're just gonna have to wait until these bad people out here asphyxiate. The base is closed. You're still working on this bot, huh? Oh, come on, don't give up. You're not done yet. You know what we need is we need something that keeps the engineers in the area. Maybe some berthing. Hopefully another engineer has been tagged in to replace this guy, as we have plenty of surplus engineers, so we should be able to get someone else out here to finish our robot. Because once that robot's running around, he's going to be a big help to the rest of the base. Oh, here we go. Here's our replacement engineer. In fact, here, let's see. Let's put up another bot workshop here. Okay, our bot is just about done. Now the first bot is a carry bot, but our second bot will be a drill bot. By default, whenever the bot workshops are created, they build carry bots. So this new one that I just queued up will be a carry bot by default. That's why I'm making this one for drill bots. And slowly but surely, I'd like the drill bots to take over all of our mining. Let's see how our visitors are doing. They're not dead yet. Whoops. We should have... well, you know what? What the heck? We'll just leave it open. The hostile attackers don't have as much oxygen as the colonists that just landed. Here, let's see if we can leave things open for our own colonists so they can get in. Whoops, here come the attackers, though. And they are motivated. Look how quick they are. Come on, guys, get in. See, everybody is going towards the airlock. I can't open it because they want to run outside, and I need to keep the door closed. Oh, good. They're all getting oxygen warnings. Okay, I can let my own people back in, as the attackers are over there trying the door. Once they realize, hey, wait a minute, he fooled us, they're going to come back this way. Oh no, one of them got in! There's nothing I could do about it. Oh! No! We're going to take some casualties here. Shoot! How did they get in? I thought I had these closed. They were almost dead. Oh, look at all the colonists that have been killed. Oh! Well, I lost track of which airlock I had open, and it cost me. We didn't have any weapons, so we lost some colonists. They had to fight barehanded against armed attackers. Well, that wasn't good. Shoot. Well, you know what? Drinks are on me, guys. I'll tell you what. I think we need extra alcohol for everybody after that. Yeah, see, there's some unhappy folks here. They're like, can you believe this place? I'm like, yeah, sucks to be on this planet. There's lots of sad people. So we're really going to need the bar to help people drink, forget, and get back to work. It's not going to be easy. Ah, and then there's still the meteorites out there waiting to kill everybody. Uh-oh, is this person going to die? She was shot up pretty bad, and yeah, she's dying. We don't have any medical supplies to save her. What are our medics doing besides working in my lab? Guys, we need these medical supplies. These people are going to die. Back here, let's have a second bed here, just in case. Well, crud. That was the whole point of that, was to avoid that kind of a fight and asphyxiate them on the surface. You know what? I should have renewed the yellow alert in order to keep everyone from diving out the airlock. Oh well. The yellow alert tells all the colonists to come inside. Red alert tells them fight for your life. I can't believe I cannot get a medic to come in here and work. Alright, how about if I prioritize this place? Come to the lab. Make the medical supplies. Save the colonist who's sitting here dying. She's dead. Yeah, she's sitting here expiring, and all we need is one medical supply, and they're almost finished, but I have all these medics, and none of them will come back to the lab and make the medical supply and save the patient. She's even being courteous enough and taking a good long time. It's like, I'm dying. Could someone help me? Please. I can see the light. Should I go into the light? It's not like she's dying immediately on us, but... Whoops, that's a bad indicator. Oh, I think she died. I guess my colonists are like Jedi, you know, they just sort of fade away. Oh, finally someone decided to come and finish the medical supplies. I mean, look how many... try not to use expletives here, but we have 9 medics. 9. Not one of them could come back to the lab and finish the medical supplies. Yeah, well, I mean, this station was queued up and ready to go. Let's see, how far gone is this patient? Yeah, she needs to be treated too. Sometimes, if you're lucky, the colonists are only hurt enough that if they're, what is it? I think it's if they're above 50%, just the biobed can automatically heal them. But if they're below 50%, they require a medic's help. Okay, the medical supplies are finished. Oh, good. We actually have 2 of them. So we can treat our patient and see her health is going up now. Day 30. See, nobody wants to come to my silly colony because the status is always bad. Oh, here we go. But now that it's good, finally get some more suckers. Well, I mean, valued colonists. I won't tell them what happened to the last people. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look to see what the disposition of the casualties was. Okay, we have 23 biologists, 13 engineers, 9 medics. Oh, got a carry bot. We still are okay for spare parts, so we'll keep that facility shut down. What the heck? Having an alcoholic drink? We have all these tables here. I guess people were so overwhelmed. Wow, look at all the people sitting on the floor drinking. Everybody is trying to solve their problems with alcohol. And I don't have enough tables, apparently. Okay, good. Almost time for another carry bot. And a drill bot, as a matter of fact. As the automation increases in the colony's prestige will go up. And as the prestige increases, that gets more people to want to come here. So, here, let's see. Our prestige is only 130. And what? Let's see if we can't bump that up a bit. Do some silly things here. Get a little prestige just for putting one of these dumb things up. Doesn't matter where it is. But you know what? I always like to put it near the landing pad. Okay, it increases prestige. I forgot by how much. Let's see. What did it say? Oh, it doesn't say. Well, I guess oxygen's less of an issue after all those people died, but... Oh, that's right. I was working on birthing before we had our little incident. So I'd like to go ahead and set up another cabin. We've been adding personnel, but we have not been adding beds. Okay, the drill bot is still under construction, but the carry bot is loose. Well, I'm glad I had the bar to help people recover from the trauma of being attacked. Okay, biologist, and is that an engineer? No, both biologists. Good. We can definitely use their help, as you can see by all these icons indicating maintenance is required for the biodomes, various different vegetable pads. In addition to that, we want to, oh, you know, I forgot. I was also going to set up a lab. Well, we can still do that. I want to have a cabin over here so that we have places for everyone to rest. Well, yes, but there's one other thing I forgot. Well, first of all, here, we'll put up an airlock. Because the base is not going to expand this direction. This will be basically services, power generation, storage, things like that. What will be over here is food generation. So I forgot, I want to put a laboratory here, and then perhaps a cabin, you know, off one direction or another, so that we have local birthing for the biologists so that they can stay within the area. In fact, they're far enough out here, I was debating whether or not we need a satellite canteen, just so that they don't need to go anywhere. Okay, currently there are no patients in, so all the traumatic injuries have been taken care of. That's good. Okay, our signpost is up, and that adds 5 prestige. Then there's the pyramid, which is a waste of bioplastics. But now that we have the capacity to make these, maybe we could put one up. It would add to our prestige as well and encourage more people to come here. Okay, get that carry bot done. All right, the drill bot is off and working someplace. There we go. Drill bot's working the mine here. It takes a while to produce these robots. Here, let's see. Whoops. Let's see, what do we got? I'm not getting attacked again. I am not. Ugh, I was so upset that those guys accidentally got in. I had not intended for that to happen. And my colonists suffered dearly for it, because I'm trying to get by with not having any guards or weapons. They're very, very expensive and very taxing in terms of the colony's resources, so I'd rather just lock the door and let them die on the surface. Okay, let's see. This one is going to be a constructor bot. And then here, just one more. And by default, it'll be a carry bot, and that's what we will leave it as. Oh, there we go. A bot workshop being built by a bot. Or, well, in this case, being supplied by one. Okay, well, it looks like the space bar has gotten our colonists, well, at least a lot less frowny than they were before. Still no excess medical supplies. We're using every little bit that we produce. Okay, here we go. This is what I had meant to make before and I forgot. I want to make a lab. And the purpose of this lab is to make more I can never say it. Well, it's basically virtual meat, but I think they call it virtual meat. And let's see, can we sneak a cabin in here? Yes, we can. Whoops, there we go. I'd rather connect it directly. There we go. That way we have all the space around the perimeter of the bulkhead for tissue, what do they call these? The tissue synthesizers. I plan to fill this thing up, and that's why we need all the biologists. And they're going to be tired, so that's why I'm putting a cabin nearby for them. Unfortunately, they have to go basically across the base in order to get something to eat or be entertained before they can come back to work. That's why I'm debating maybe I should have a satellite canteen out here. Whoops. This might actually work out better. If people coming off the ships want to go this direction, I can activate the yellow alert, get all of the miners into the various different airlocks, shut them, shut this one off, and then the attackers have to make a long walk around the base before they get to the other airlock. So hopefully we won't have a repeat of the incident where I accidentally let them in without intending to. It kills me because they were running out of oxygen and I accidentally let them in. Okay, we're on day 32. Oh, and it sounds like we are overtaxing the water supply. Yeah, we're probably getting there in terms of personnel, and we definitely will once this lab goes online. So, while we have the opportunity, let's go ahead and queue up more water extraction, because we will use it. Speaking of which, let's see. Well, let me get away with it. No, if I can't get a 1, I definitely can't get a 2. At least not there. But I could put one right here. Cabins are one way, so they connect through a single link, but nothing connects to them. Dorms, I believe, are the same way. So that way I can connect something else over here that doesn't require an internal connection. I guess we're consuming enough power that we're not fully powering up all of our power collectors. So I guess next on our list is another solar panel. Okay, this cabin is pressurizing. You know what, I hate to do it, but the more I was thinking about it, the more we do need a satellite canteen for the biology teams. Otherwise, like I said, they're encouraged to walk all across the base, and then they get all pissed off, and the further they have to go here, by having a little satellite facility for them, because the canteen services are pretty far away, so is the bar. You know, maybe we could have a satellite bar over here as well. I wasn't intending to build up this side of the base, but I want to be able to keep as many biologists over here, and it's going to be very, very dense. You know, we have this little lab here, but it's going to be nothing compared to the lab that's about to be built in terms of craziness. Okay, Bob, where are you going? Hopefully somebody comes and picks up this bioplastics unit. We'll need it out of the way in order to set up our bar. One of the little quirks about Planetbase is that if you want to build a facility, it can't be on top of a construction unit that's already sitting there. However, that only applies to outside the base. Inside, you could recycle a table and then throw down a construction for a water fountain right through a unit of bioplastic that was sitting there. So inside the base it doesn't matter, outside the base for some reason it's an issue, and I have to wait for these things to move, and I don't understand why that is. Oh, also a satellite canteen will take a little pressure off the main one here. These tables are getting a lot of action, it seems. Wow, we're still having problems with people not getting hydrated, even though we have all these fountains. You know what? Let's help out with the bar. The bar can have fountains as well. So we can increase the amount of people that get hydrated simultaneously. Okay, good. That bioplastics is out of the way, which means let's set up our satellite canteen. Oh, but can we? Oh, come on. Really? I just set this up. Alright, you know what? Okay, first and foremost, we need the satellite canteen. Then we'll put up a cabin. It's going to be a small one, so... There we go, just one more link that helps us get things done. Oh, good. Here comes the constructor bot. It's nice to see the bots speeding across the surface. They provide a lot of labor for what they take to build. Oh, great. It's another attack. All right, not this time. Not this time, guys. One way or another, everybody needs to get inside. Okay, we haven't left those airlocks open. Okay, the robot gets in, but our unhappy visitors do not. Unfortunately, our tired worker is going to bounce around here for a bit. Oh, go ahead, get inside, get inside. There we go, got the robots in. The attackers are left outside. Thank goodness. Okay, we're decoying the attackers away. See, they will continue on their path here until they get here. And then as soon as they see the door is closed, they change direction. Meanwhile, I want to let our own people inside. Get inside, guys. Close the door. Alright, that's the step I missed the last time. Actually, will the bot make it there before they do? Come on, bot, tell me you can outrun these guys. Boo and a ya. F you, die on the surface. Alright, we'll shut down the alert, and we're just going to wait for them to die. In the meantime, there's plenty of things to do inside the colony. Ore to be processed. As well as starches to be turned into bioplastics. Well, at least the lab got finished. Whoops, here comes some more colonists. Sorry guys, you are going to have to wait on the surface with these bad guys. I'm not opening the door. That's odd. Where is he going? Oh, going to go and get metal. Excellent. All right, getting right to work. At least while they're on the surface, they can take care of moving some of these materials around to the construction sites. We saw what kind of damage a few attackers hitting the base were able to inflict on us the last time. They killed 7 people and traumatized most of the base. So even if we have to sacrifice the health of the new colonists that have arrived, they're just going to have to stay out there with the attackers. They should have full food, water, and oxygen to be able to sustain themselves for at least a little while. Glad to see this guy is keeping busy, and he's like, all right, well, if I'm stuck on the surface, might as well take these materials where they need to go. Oh, is this an engineer? Oh, biologist. I was going to say, you could make our connection here for us while you're on the surface. Ah, that's what I want to see. I want to see these. I'm struggling not to use an expletive. Nice people asphyxiate. They need to die. You know what? Since we're doing okay on metal, should probably put up another water tower. I'm just always looking to have as much of a buffer as possible so that we have plenty of services for everyone. I know you want to take those spare parts out there and go do some work, but you're going to have to wait. Yep, their ship abandoned them. So it's do or die for them, and I choose die. In fact, let's speed up time and just help them die. All right, excellent. We're just going to wait and make sure you're dead. Intruders have been killed. Excellent. They were not here to do anything nice for our colony. Okay, airlocks are online. Everybody back to work. Oh, and the ship is back. Hopefully it's a good ship with good people. Okay, good. Another biologist. We will need you soon. In fact, we're just at the point where once this lab is connected, we can bring it online. We have the manpower to staff it. We just need to put up all the tissue processors. Tissue synthesizers, sorry. Basically what these are, if you haven't seen them before, is the colony couldn't bring meat animals with them, so they brought cell cultures, and so basically growing hamburgers in the lab here. Ooh, meteorite impact, huh? Well, as long as it didn't kill anybody. Oh, the constructor bot is on it. That's That's why we have the multiple connections. Ooh, the lab is online. Excellent. Okay, well, you know what? Let's power it off. That way we don't have anybody tripping under me while I'm trying to work. This is why we have so many biologists. For this level of craziness, I want to expand the base, but we have to have food to do it. This is also why I was sensitive to making sure that we had enough power and water. Okay, let's fire it up. And as you can see, there's a whole bioplastics parade on its way to the lab here, where they will set up these various different services, and either engineers or a constructor bot will come in and assemble all of the tissue synthesizers. Ah, good, our water tank has been built. We're going to need it. These tissue synthesizers use a bit of water. This is also why I was thinking it was important to have a satellite canteen, so that we had a means to keep the biologists in the immediate area. Not only that, but we're also going to give them a satellite bar as well. There we go. There is a show that I used to enjoy watching called How I Met Your Mother. And it's about these people who lived in an apartment that was right above a bar. So this is basically the Planetbase version of How I Met Your Mother. So we'll put the bar here and have a cabin right next to it. So you can have a few beers and go sleep it off anytime you want. That should encourage our biologists to stay in the immediate area and do their job. Okay, I'm going to take the priority off of this lab, and so that things just go back to normal. Okay, let's get the satellite canteen going. This will help to ensure that the biologists are able to eat in the immediate area whenever they get hungry, get a little entertainment in the immediate area when they are feeling a little blue, and can sleep it off when they're tired. Oh, you know what? I had an airlock over here and I recycled it. Let's put it back. We will prioritize that, and we'll be able to use the airlock to help put up these structures. Oh, power is critical. And the night isn't over. I knew we needed more power. Well, you know what? I guess we'll queue up more power generation right outside that airlock. Whoops, and there goes all the power for the base. Hopefully the power doesn't stay off too long, because that affects oxygen levels, and we could have problems where the plants will die in the biodomes. This is bad. The people I'm not worried about. They can get by without a little water for a little while. But the problem is the plants. We need the sun. Since there are so many biologists, let's see. Go ahead and have a second cabin here. So here we have an example of a biologist who is hungry. So this is an example of trying to keep them in the area that they work in by providing these satellite facilities for them. Okay, good, another medic. Yeah, lots of hungry biologists. So the meal makers are queuing up meals for them. Basic meals. Come on, guys. Yeah, hopefully this will keep our biologists in the area where they work. At least that's the idea. Okay. Yeah, we have quite a bit of expansion to do yet. It's good to see everybody working together to get this all running. Oh, but we are running low on vegetables. These bars apparently are a little too popular. We're probably going to need another biodome in order to keep things running. The good thing is that we'll be able to, thanks to the labs producing all these meat products, we should be able to get by on meat until we're able to increase our vegetable output. After all, the true purpose of vegetables is as alcohol. At least that's what everybody in Planetbase thinks. Okay, looking at the timer, this is a good spot to end this video here. So we're not quite there yet. We're trying to make it to day 70 and having 300 colonists. To be honest, I don't know if we'll be able to. I mean, we only have 86 at day 34. We really have to work to attract more colonists, but at least we have all the basics here. We have the space bars so that we can keep people happy. We're providing for their needs for food, although, wow, do I see a lot of hunger icons. Guys, what is going on? I guess we put up this lab just in time. Lots of hungry colonists. Want to make sure that You know, it's probably the darn bars. Yeah, look at this. And then here's the meat. Well, at least here's where the new lab came online, and it'll keep the colony from starving to death. Wow. And see, that's meals. So apparently, yeah, we need a little bit of work. Oh, and that's where the power went out, and we didn't have any power for oxygen. Ah, meteorites. Meteorites like to remind us that they're here. Oh, speaking of power, eek, you know what? We might have to shut off some non-essential things here. Is there? Oh, we haven't made any alcohol just yet. Yeah, all the vegetables are disappearing into the bars, I think is what it is. Yeah, we need more power. So that'll be the first order of business when we come back next time. Whoops, let's see. Good visitors or bad? Okay, good. Thank goodness. Makes me nervous every time that ship lands. Okay, well, we're going to do what we can to make it through the night. Oh, we're out of spares again. Well, the solution is to turn the workshop back on. Okay, with our satellite bar and canteen, hopefully well, we still need to put up the cabins nearby, but after that, our biology team hopefully should be induced to stay within this immediate area. Join me next time here on Joe's Super Fantabulous PC Gaming Channel, where we'll have more fun in Planetbase as we go through the Dark Moon Challenge here. One way or another, we're going to get to 300 colonists, and well, I'm hoping that we can do it before 70 days elapse. I'm not sure, but we'll try. We'll see. See you next time.